What's happening, family? It's your boy Andre Romance, and I'm at this thing again. Now, what's happening, peoples? I got a question for y'all today, and one question only. Are you the designated driver? Now think about it for a minute. Don't answer this right away. Just ponder on it for a second. If you need to pause this video so that you can really understand the question, then hit that pause button and then come back when you're ready for it. Y'all got it? Are you the designated driver? The way I came up with this question is by driving, of course. And I'm studying traffic. I'm studying people's behaviors on the road. And I'm looking at every different type of driver. You got your young drivers, you got your old drivers, you got your experienced drivers. Excuse me. Ones who it's their first time driving. You know, you have people that's professional drivers. People that have gone to school to be drivers. Then you have yourself, whatever your experience with driving is. But you have a place in what type of driver there is. Also, you got a backseat driver. You got people that like to sit in the back. They don't want to drive, but they just want to coach you on how to drive. And they swear up and down that they got it all together. But they the main ones in the back. Or they the main ones in the passenger seat. They'll never get behind the wheel. But they're the first ones to say something when you make a wrong move. Turn this way. Don't turn that way. Stop. The light. You know? Watch out. They just got it. What kind of driver are you? Are you the backseat driver? You the inexperienced driver? Now I'm going to flip this over into life, and hope y'all follow me. All throughout our lives, we have allowed people to drive us, to take us to our destinations, you know? And some of us, we don't even question who the driver is. I know this is the new age, and in this new age, everybody just... They calling up Lyft, they calling up the Uber. You know what I'm saying? They want to save the most money they can. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna call up somebody to take them to their destination. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having somebody else drive. But I'm gonna play the advocate for a minute. What happens when you allow people that you don't know to drive? What happens when you introduce your dream to somebody that's not comprehending it, or that can't understand it? Somebody that don't have the same drive that you do. Okay, have you ever let somebody borrow your car, and when you get it, the first thing you check it for is if they messed up your settings, how tall is your steering wheel, how far back your seat is, your mirrors and all of that stuff is turned out of whack? You'd be disappointed, right? You let people drive your dreams and your goals. You put them in control over your life by allowing them to be your designated driver. How many of us do this? It's very important that we become the best driver that we can for ourselves. So we get to our destinations for us, not for everybody else. And then we get to a point where we not leaning on people to get it done for us. We're not dependent on somebody else to do our work. If you want to get to where you want to get to, you got to do it yourself. If you got a vision and you can see this vision clear in your mind, then you need to be the one to put hands on it. I know sometimes we have ideas that are way far beyond what we think we can reach. You know, sometimes I look at people, I look at things going on in the world, and I say, man, it's a shame ain't nobody doing nothing about that. How many of us say that on a daily? Man, it's a shame about this, and it's a shame about that. But we will never be the one to do anything about it or to put the effort forward to change it. If you see that there's a shame, if you feel the need to use the word shame, it's a shame, then you're the person to make the change happen. You are the person that should be that designated driver for whatever needs to be fixed, whatever needs to be repaired, whatever you have issues with, whatever needs to be corrected. Become that designated driver to get it done. Let us not just be going about life and complaining about things that we know need to be fixed, or goals that we have that we aren't accomplishing. Become that designated driver. And so I ask you again, are you the designated driver? I hope so. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see where your life goes. And if you allow someone that you just found out about online, or just flipped through the app and saw that they got good ratings, so you're going to allow them to drive you to your destination. And so I encourage you to take full responsibility over how you get to your destination. Okay? Don't wait for nobody to take you. Don't be trying to save money, trying to cut corners. Do it right the first time. And how you do it right the first time, or you might be on your second or third, you know what I'm saying? But that's cool too. But how you get it right is that you do it yourself. If you want a job done right, you gotta do it yourself. Some of us heard this a lot. I've heard it a whole lot in the fixing industry. If you need something done, sometimes you just gotta do it yourself, because you already know. Especially if you one of them people that's precise about the things that you want and how you want it done. You know how you want it done. You gotta go and get it done like how you need it done. And sometimes it's gonna take you to do it. Now, I'm not saying don't piggyback on other people, because sometimes we are driving and we driving with a group of people and we all just following each other, but the person in the front got the directions, like the full direction of where we need to go, and we just following. But you still in control over what lane you get into. Okay, how you get there, it's still gonna be the same, but you got somebody guiding you. That's fine. But be the driver. Don't be the side driver, the backseat driver, the inexperienced driver. You know, be that driver that know where they want to go. I know sometimes we get behind the wheel and we throw the GPS on, and we got the GPS telling us where to go, and GPS is it's taking us all the way out far beyond the direction we need to go. But it's so many other routes that we could take. It's up to us to plan that route accordingly. Don't just throw it on autopilot, because you might hit one of them dead ends where you get a detour and then you end up in this stop and go traffic. Okay, I'm talking about life now. We're talking about making these shortcuts happen. You got to start using our mind. We got to start using our minds, y'all. We know where we want to go. You got a sense of what direction you want to go. It just take a little more planning, a little more effort than what you're making right now. And then when you get behind this wheel, knowing that you are ready to do what you need to do to get where you're trying to get. Don't just get behind the wheel and don't have nowhere to go. Don't know how to get there. And you just wasting gas now. You're turning your wheels. You're making a bunch of U-turns. Plan your route. Plan your route out. That's what it's about. Plan your route. Be that designated driver. And be a great one. Not just any old kind. Be a great one. I hope this message touched the hearts of my people. And I hope this lifts y'all up to another level. Because that's what it's all about. Picking each other up. Policing each other up when it's time. Encouraging each other to move forward when it's time. Well, it's time, y'all. Become that designated driver. I love y'all. Y'all keep me up, and I'm going to keep y'all up too. And I'm out this thing.